got me feeling anxious. You know what I'm thinking. Let me show you what it is. Pour up a cup of Castile. I'ma show you how I live. I like it lavish. My commons
You still keeping it 100. Well, keep hitting those asses with the truth on FHO Podcast Radio.
Guaranteed satisfaction. I'm all about that, and I don't do no subtraction now.
What's up, Big Sale? This is your boy, Pastor Nate from Enlightened Ministry Biker Church from Los Angeles, California. When we're not riding, we listen to FHO Podcast Radio.
What up, y'all? This Big Punch from the motherfucking candy shop. We chilling over here with Big Sale, man, the FHONICKEMMY, man. You know what I mean? All them alphabets, man. About to get all that shit going. Holla.
Yo, what's up, man? This your boy, man, Mr. Let Me Hold Something himself, DJ Dirty. And you're listening to FHO Podcast Radio with my main man, Big Cell, the FHOABCDEFGHNIC. Big Cell, come on, man, speak on it, man. Let's ride.
I'm enjoying my motherfucking life. That's all I'm saying. I advise you to do the same. Do shit that make you happy.
It's the FHO Live Podcast, where the truth will be told. We promise you that.
Say, man, what's going on? It is officially Friday night because I said it's Friday night. It wasn't Friday night before I said it was Friday night. So it's officially Friday night, man. Y'all know we on. You guys have been waiting on this interview. You guys have been waiting for this. This is epic, especially for me, FHO. I have the privilege to interview two of the most beautiful females that had ever straddled a motorcycle seat. You understand me? Leather has never felt, leather has never been, what they call that? What's that word I'm looking for? Leather has never been blessed before. You understand what I'm saying? So sit back and enjoy the ride. We have a beautiful night coming ahead of you. Two females. You got Miss Showtime. You got Miss Freedom. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Y'all know me. I'm asking the questions that you want to ask. I'm going to tell them what's been said, what's been going on behind their back, what people are talking about, what people are not talking about. You understand what I'm saying? The whole 9 yards. Y'all know how I go down right here on FHO Podcast Radio, where the truth will be told, baby. It's nothing but that. So I want to also thank my man, OG Al, for his assistance back there, man, on the West Coast, helping me make this thing happen, man. And Miss Freedom and Miss Showtime for giving me everything I need, man, to be a part of this. And we're gonna do what we do, man. We're gonna have a good time, man, and we're gonna talk about it, this motorcycle thing from a female's perspective and just get into it. A lot of us have had a lot of questions, man, about the role of a female MC and a woman's true role in the community. Well, if we don't get the answer today, I don't think we ever will get it. So it is what it is, man, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be, but it's on the way. All right, so y'all sit back, man, and relax. Let the ladies get comfortable, and we're going to continue to figure this thing out, man. It's your boy, Big Cell, FHOHNIC, man. We in the building, man.
Big Cell. You still keeping it 100. Well, keep hitting those asses with the truth on FHO Podcast Radio.
So what's going on, ladies? Can y'all hear me? We good over there? How y'all doing?
Hi, yeah. How you doing, Giselle?
I'm fine. Miss Showtime, we finally get a chance to meet kind of face-to-face. Not face-to-face, but kind of face-to-face. So we've been playing phone tag and chasing each other for a minute. But it's first of all, let me say this. It is my privilege and it is my honor to be graced with this interview tonight, ladies. I really, really appreciate you guys, and I really, really thank you for being a part of this whole thing with me and coming on board and the whole 9 yards. So it is what it is, man. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Okay, y'all. Is it a delay, or y'all can't hear me, or what's going on?
Yeah, you can hear us. Oh, sorry. You can hear us? Can you hear us?
I got y'all fine. You guys are excellent. You guys are excellent. You guys are excellent. So, okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we just want to thank you.
Go ahead, Freedom.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity. I know you have a great platform, and the things you talk about and the information you get out to the motorcycle community is super important. And we're happy to be a part of it, and looking forward to this being a great interview.
Okay.
Or having a little chat. I was looking at this and I was very impressed, and I've heard so many wonderful things about your show. So it's an honor to be able to be on your show.
Okay. Well, that's what it is there, man. And I appreciate you guys for being here. Truly, I do. So it is what it is, man. And we're going to just have a good time. I want you ladies to relax. And I want you to understand that this is your hour. This is your house. Take a deep breath. As they're going to be coming on and coming off all day and all night. So you're already getting comments from everybody. I love the ladies. What's good, y'all? Much respect back. So they coming in at Cream White. Miss Cream. That's you, Miss Showtime Walker. Okay, I'm talking about something. Okay, So Fly Kai is on. I came in late. You're not late, Kai. We just getting started. I'm trying to let everybody catch up. Don Hodge. What we have we hype out here for this interview. So the people are definitely excited to have it. So let's start with this. I'm going to start with this. Miss Showtime, introduce yourself and give a history of who you are and kind of where you come from and how did you establish yourself? Because I think that is the biggest mystery. You have so many people that are so confused about who is Miss Showtime. Is she chosen few? Is she, who is she? Because it's been, when I'm telling the story I heard, let me tell you the story I heard. Hey, say you got to meet Miss Showtime. She ride with Chosen Few. She the road captain for Chosen Few, and she don't play no games and this. And so I was like, oh, but Chosen Few is an all male club at 1%. Oh yeah, shit, she all of that. So let's go to get that. Let's go to get that situated first. Who is Miss? Introduce yourself and tell them who you are and how where this whole thing come from.
Okay, I'm Miss Showtime. I'll be 75 years old in 2 weeks. Back in the day, I used to ride with the Chosen Few, but of course, I could never become a member of the Chosen Few because I'm a female. But they let me ride with them. One ride I took, I ended up leading the Chosen Few to Black Sabbath in San Diego. That was one of my biggest things on set. I was so excited I had to change my bra because I have my chest stuck out. Oh, I'm leaving the Chosen Few. But no, I'm a Magnificent Seven. Magnificent Seven was formed 1961. Chosen Few was formed 1959. The Defiant Ones was 1957. So we were the third club in South Central Los Angeles to be formed. And it's an all-man's club.
Phil, we can't hear you.
That's Magnificent Seven that you're saying was the third club, correct?
Yes, Magnificent Seven was the third, and it's an all-man Harley Davidson club.
Okay.
And I made history when they voted me in.
So let's talk about that. Stop right there. Let's start right there. So Magnificent Seven originally or is still an all-male club, and you come about. You say you're riding. You led Chosen Few from L.A. to San Diego to hang out with Black Sabbath.
One time.
Huh?
Just one time.
Yeah. One time is all you need. Yeah, I am the man. But anyway, so that comes from Magnificent Seven voted you in. What even made that come about for them to say, hey, we want you to rock this patch? What even made that come about?
Well, they tell me I'm a very aggressive rider, and I used to challenge a lot of the guys out there on the highway. Some of my flips, some I give a lot for their money, and it just happened. They just told me if I would come over, they would vote me in, and they voted me in, and the whole bike set started bragging on it because not only did I become a member, I was the road captain of Magnificent all men.
What did you? And, I'm sorry. Did you grow up did you grow up tomboyish? Like, were you a tomboy on the set, or were you, So that's kind of how you was up in there throwing elbows. Get out the way. I'm up in there too. You was kind of throwing.
No. First of all, I am a lady, and I tell other women the most powerful thing we have is being a lady.
Yes.
I used to have heart. I used to barrel race in amateur rodeos, and I would ride behind them to the horse set, jump off my bike, and jump on my horse. I had a Golden Palomino stud, and there was an all-man black horse club called LA Jayhawk. I was the only female in that.
Okay. So you're used to being the only female. You're kind of used to just having that, that single female title, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Freedom, let's talk about you, Miss Lady. I have watched you do some amazing things. We're going to get into this later on too, but I'm going to just tell y'all this. For those of you guys that don't know, if you saw the new Harley Davidson commercials, the little ads with the people on the motorcycle, well, Miss Freedom was one of those people, man. I'm going to show some of those pictures of her later on. But Miss Freedom, tell them who you are, where you come from, how long you've been riding, and the whole 9 yards.
Well, I'm Freedom. I've been riding. I'm 46. If you know, young each other age and all that.
I'm proud of my age.
I'm proud of my age too. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Yeah. So I've been riding 13 years. I've been riding a motorcycle, and I started riding. I'm from Altadena, California, which is near Pasadena. My father was also an urban cowboy from Chicago, but I grew up seeing bikers in my community. The Four Horsemen was mainly, I remember being a little girl and seeing their clubhouse, and I didn't know what it was. They had bones. It kind of looked creepy to me, but come to find out it was a clubhouse. And how I started riding, I was married for a while, and I got a divorce, and I just hadn't done anything for myself in a while. And I was like, I'll just learn how to ride a motorcycle. And being that I grew up in Altadena, it's a pretty diverse community, Black, Mexican, Armenian. I went to mixed schools. I went to mixed churches. I never really did anything that was just with my people. And, I watched the Black cowboys, and then I also started seeing the Black bikers. So when I decided to ride a motorcycle, I specifically went on a motorcycle set because I wanted to do something with my people. And I don't think I'm the only Black person it's people out here that never really just done anything with their people. And it was a deliberate move that I made. I started I think I started hanging out in 2004. They would have parties in my community at the Masonic Temple. And I remember going to one of the parties, and it was just amazing to go to these parties, see all these Black bikers. And, the rest is history. I just started networking and meeting people. I was very fortunate because when I started hanging out at 04, it was still more bikerish. And a lot of OGs were still around. And it was just a very cool energy. And I think the one thing I'm most grateful for, being that I was a new booty at the time, was that, the people embraced me. My people, they didn't know me, I was a girl, I wasn't Freedom yet, but everybody really embraced me on a positive note because my heart was about riding. It really wasn't about partying or anything like that. It was about, I wanted to ride a motorcycle, so I put myself in that environment to get the ball rolling. And the rest is history.
Okay, so you come on the set, power to the people. You understand me? And
pretty much.
and that was your goal to set out riding, trying to reinvent yourself. You came up with riding. Say, okay, I'm gonna start riding motorcycles, and you came about, and then you say, hey, my love for my people is what's gonna come. And you just said one thing I like what you just said. You said I wasn't Freedom yet. At what point did you become Freedom?
Well, at the time, Jill Scott is one of my favorite artists. She had a song called "Living My Life Like It's Golden."
Yes.
And I had some cousins who used to hang out on a motorcycle set with female cousins. They were partying, and I had heard about the Bay Area. And the first run I went to in my beautiful Cadillac, I remember, so I heard about the Bay, to run up to the Bay. I heard about the East Bay Dragons. I didn't know where to stay. I really didn't have any friends yet. So I called the clubhouse,
And my homie picked up the phone, and I was like, where does everybody stay? So he was like, oh, go to the Motel 6. So I booked me a room to the Motel 6. I left at 5 in the morning in my Cadillac. I remember I went and bought me a peanut helmet. I had me some sexy little tops, and I had some cowboy boots. And I knew the bikers used to put, the bikers put tracks on their boots. So I went and got the tracks put on my boots. And, so I went to the party, started hanging out, and I forget what the point I was thinking. So I had met that's when I started meeting. That weekend, I met biker chicks. I met brothers, and I rode. That weekend, I met Sin City. That was the first time I ever met a 1%er club. I rode with them. I rode with the DOs. I'm hanging out. You know what I mean? And I carried myself like a lady. I was looking hot. But it wasn't about that. It was like this sister want to get on, and I was prepared. I had my helmet on, and up in the back. And so that's kind of how I kind of forgot the question. What was the question again?
The question was when did freedom emerge? When did freedom emerge?
So one of the first biker chicks I met, her name is PJ, and she was in a club called Most Wanted. They're one of the first female motorcycle clubs in Oakland, and she was in the clubhouse. So we exchanged numbers. I go back to Pasadena. They invited me back up. So the song is that. And then I found this shirt that said free on it. I bought the little shirt that said free. And I knew I needed a biker name. I heard that was a thing. Like, become a biker, you need a biker. But traditionally, I didn't know if someone normally names you. But I'm very, I know me better than anybody. I know what I wanted to represent. And after all what I had just went through, that song, Rhythm of My Life Like a Daughter, she talked about being free. And I just wanted that to resonate in my life and in my heart. So I was hanging out in Oakland with my homegirl, and we was hanging out, and I said, hey, you guys, I got my biker name. And they was like, what is it? I said, freedom. And they blessed me.
There it is there. So
from that moment on, when I was hanging out in Oakland, when everybody said, what's your name? I was like, freedom.
So, and that's kind of, not to cut you off, but that's kind of, the whole story is kind of cool because here it is. Somebody having no clue about the biker set, just seeing seeing bits and pieces. You take this journey in your Cadillac to Oakland. You get blessed to ride with and be in the presence of all these different people, and it just it just envelops you and it grows on you. And here it is now, all the way to the point where now I have a name, Freedom. That's kind of hot.
Yeah, it was cool because I remember when I was hanging out with CNC, back in the day, they would go off these cool little bars and stuff, and I remember Lowrider gave me a really nice compliment. He was like, "Freedom, if I can have a female in my club, it would be you."
Wow.
And I really because I knew how to still be a lady and hang out with the guys, and they really, I'm super spoiled because I would have to say, as a woman rider out here in Los Angeles, the guys have really treated me really good, and it means a lot to me because I didn't have brothers, I have all sisters. So that has really meant a lot to me how the men have treated me as a female writer out in this community.
That's cool. That's cool. Miss Showtime, starting back from when you first came on the set to now, and I know this is going to be a kind of a broad general question. Is the love still there? I mean, you saw so many things change, the females come and go, the females transition from what you represented back then to what you represent now and everything in between. How do you feel about that?
Well, when I was out there riding, females didn't have the opportunities that they have now. So very few females riding. And I think what got me through was I always stayed a lady. I don't care what, to give an example, one night I whooped Skin Man, Sin City, and Freddie G, Chosen Few, right in front of the Defiant Ones Motorcycle Club with my 73 Sportster, and they were on Harley. And everybody was cheering and stuff. And when I got off my bike, I was just saying, what? I didn't know I was in a race. I was just trying to keep up. But on the inside, I was saying, yeah, I kicked your ass. But on the outside, I was like, really, you know. And I'm a retired aircraft mechanic, so I worked with all men. And at a very young age, I learned the most powerful thing a female has is being a lady. And I try to pass that on to the younger females. I don't care how beautiful you are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how brilliant you are. If you're not a lady, you might not get the respect that you deserve. And I learned that.
So when you being on the set now, like I said, and when you were on the set, when you say you were right, you almost felt like you had to prove yourself. You had to be just as good, just as strong, and just as fast. Like you said, I was just trying to keep up. To see what you've seen, and then to watch the set. First off, how do you feel about the set now? How do you feel about the set on the whole right now?
Well, it's so much. Everybody competes against each other. You know, it's back in the day, it was just riding and having a nice time and enjoying the scenery. And your bike would break down and we'd party on the side of the highway and things like that. It was just, guys back then, I mean, they were men. You know, we had to have tool bags on our bikes if you rode a hog because your bike is going to break down. So you have to do a little, mechanic stuff. But nowadays, everything is so easy. It's almost not an accomplishment anymore. We didn't have raincoats and all the other stuff that you guys have.
I got to have all that. I got everything. I got the heated rain suit, the gloves. I'm not playing no games, none whatsoever.
And then the bike broke. So like my sports shirt, it was like this. Oh Lord! This is where you ride, and boats and everything would be flying off the Harley. That's why he was breaking down. They say you could tell which way a Harley went to follow the boats down the highway. A lot of guys had to wear kitty belts, and we didn't. And a lot of guys couldn't afford leather pants. So the reason, another reason why the guys look so dirty and stuff, they would actually on purpose take mud and oil and rub it on their Levi's, and when it dries up, it gets hard, so the wind can't come through there.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Newspaper is made out of trees, right? Trees have sails. They stuff newspaper down their Levi's to keep that wind from coming through.
Wow.
Did a lot of tricks, and they had to because you had to be tough to be a biker back.
Freedom, from when you first started to now, how do you feel about the set?
Like I said, when I started hanging out, still, it was more biker. You know what I'm saying? Like, brothers would be on their bike, they would be a little dusty. You know what I'm saying? It was like, just had that really raw element. I think, the set went through some things about 6-7 years ago. It was a transition. A lot of OGs was passing on. New presidents, new VPs. People was taking different tones in their club. I think we kind of got through that. And I would have to say, that didn't just happen here on the motorcycle set. I've talked to outlaw clubs and different people I know, younger generation, presidents, it would kind of throw them off as a woman asking them, like, coming to ask them, you know what I mean, having that conversation, because they was like, why is this girl asking that? Because I see it, but they were kind of going through the same thing, you know what I mean? Their presidents, moving on, transition, a new generation coming in. So I think right now, I think it's on the upswing, you know what I mean? I think, I think the brothers out here are really trying to create more unity. I see that a lot on social media. I like that, you know what I mean? I think it's on an upswing. I think that more clubs need to be more responsible though for, and I'm not saying they're not, this is just conversation, but you know, I see a lot of brothers with tennis shoes on. I remember back in the day when I was like a new booty, it was like you had to keep your boots on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't wear tennis shoes. You know what I mean? Because, you know, when you wear tennis shoes, if you go down, you know your foot can get cut off.
Yeah, well, I mean, we understand. We understand the safety. Yeah, we understand that part.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I think the set is I think it's an upswing. You know what I mean? I don't have you know, I think it's an upswing. You know.
Miss Showtime, for you, what was you speak on being a lady. You speak on, hey, as long as you stay a lady, you will make it out here on this bike set. Do you think? Well, I'm gonna say it like this, and ladies, don't beat me up. But a lady back then is totally not the same as a lady now. I think the generational gap has kind of lessened that a little bit, and I'm gonna leave that alone because I don't want nobody, you know, outside my house picketing and all that. But I'm saying now, being a female on the bike set has transitioned into so much. As far as the dynamics of what they can do, where they come from, the whole 9 yards. Miss Showtime, for you, have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to pull a female to the side and say, "Hey, little mama, just, you know, kind of chill out and regroup"?
I have done that. When females first come to the bike set, I tell them you have just entered a man's world, and they accept us in this world. I tell them that, and I tell them to say a lady got the most powerful thing. You know what I do? I go up to females and I say, young ladies, tell me something. What is the most powerful thing we have as a female? They say, oh, our vagina. Oh, our brain. Oh, our money. Oh, our looks. I said, no, that's wrong. I said, stand for lady. And I tell them that. But, you know, the whole world has changed. And I have my own opinion, and I'm old school. So, you know, that's something that every individual has to decide if they want to be a lady or if they want to be a roughneck or whatever, you know, to each his own. You know, one thing about the new people on the bike set, if it wasn't for the youngsters, there would not be a bike set. And I always tell the OGs that. Without you guys, you know, the bike, I mean, everybody's dying, you know. And I appreciate the youngsters. I'm going to tell you, the biggest thrill I got from the young people coming on the set. Back in the day, we would go to Harley Davidson's and they would have bike shows. And we would stand back and I would watch the white guys win all the trophies. You know, most of the time we wouldn't even put our bikes in there. But when you got younger people came on the set, you guys came with money. Yeah, that's the difference. We didn't have money. You guys came with money and start beautifying your bike. And I was at L.A. Harley. And I was so proud. All of us were so proud. This brother, for the first time, won a trophy at the Harley Davidson dinner. I will never forget it. He almost passed out. He was so proud.
I think that was Big Punchy, wasn't it?
It might have been Punchy, but we were so proud. I think that's when we kind of met. We met at Fun, yeah, maybe.
So listen to what she just said, y'all. What she just said in her whole entire year, and her whole entire years of being on the bike set, one of her proudest moments and their proudest moments as OGs was, like she just said, seeing a black man win a bike contest, a bike contest trophy as a black man, and I would think that you would have so many others, which I know you do, but to have that be one of your proudest moments, that's amazing. So how real was racism for you guys back then?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story. I was given Okay, I'm gonna try to make it as good. I got so many stories with me all night. All night. I was given a biker and cowboy, back in the day, over the horse set, like I said. So now I'm on the bike set, so I still know the cowboys. So now I'm gonna give a biker and cowboy event. So I had as many cowboys with their horses down there as many bikes. I had signs saying horse parking, motorcycle parking. You could buy a raffle ticket. You might win a goat. I had goats, chickens. I had Harley Davidson hats and all this and that. So I was going all around to all the Harley Davidson dealers, telling them if they give me something to raffle off, I'll take compliments from L.A. Harley, compliments from California. I went to L.A. Harley, and she gave me a used shirt, and it had the rebel flag on it. This is a true story. It had the rebel flag on it, and it was used. And my flyer, somebody had made a mistake and spelled one of the words wrong, and she took a marker and changed it. So anyway, so I took it to the council. JoJo was the council then. I'm just keep it real. JoJo was the head of the council. It was just one council then. I should have taken somebody like Freddie G, or I should have took a roughneck with me. But I took JoJo, and I called L.A. Harley, and I told him, look, we have a situation, a racial situation. I said, I will get 100 bikers down here with signs I'll call the media, and we'll picket your place. L.A. Harley was his paramount there.
Yeah.
The owner gave me an appointment. We went to L.A. Harley, and he sat down with us, and he said, what's the problem? I threw the shirt on the table. H&R was there typing everything, and he goes, yes, she didn't know what that flag meant. Da 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 da. She didn't know it meant that and that. So I'm standing my ground, right? And JoJo said, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And I said, let go. And then he said, you could go out there and pick anything you want to raffle. And so I grabbed the shirt. And he said, but give me the shirt. And JoJo, give him the shirt. Give him the shirt. I had Ellie Harley in the palm of my hand. Really? Give him the shirt. Give him the shirt. I gave him the shirt like an idiot. So he went out there, and I took some hats and stuff like that. And that was the end. And one other thing happened to me. I was, I'm an aircraft mechanic making top bucks. I walked in L.A. Harley with about $15,000 in my back pocket. Nobody would wait on me. Wow. And I went up to the desk. I pulled out a wad of money. I said, evidently y'all don't want my money. And I went to Martell and bought my bike.
So, and I remember L.A. Harley right there it was actually off the 105 when I first started, because that's when they built the 105. But it was in Paramount. So to experience that, to fight for that transition, to fight for, hey, we are here, and to, have to fight to, for us to be recognized. Freedom, have you ever seen any racial stuff when you first started from that? I mean, especially being in Altadena out there with, I know where Altadena is, so.
Altadena got real black people.
Yeah.
I experienced, I can't really say a lot of that. Mine was more male chauvinistic stuff, but not here in LA. I dealt with it in other places, but not racial.
Okay. What about, have any of you guys ever dealt, Miss Showtime, have you ever dealt with the situation, are you just a female, you don't know what you're talking about type of stuff, being on a bike set?
Not really. They used to give me a pass because I was so old. Just like, women need to be home with their kids, but Showtime, you get a pass because your kids are grown and gone. But this one over here, da-da-da-da-da. But you know what? Let me tell you one other, like I said, I got a story. My job had me in St. Augustine, Florida. That's 30 miles south of Jacksonville, 30 miles north of Daytona. So I happened to be there the Daytona Bike Week. And I had my colors. They told me, no, you can't wear your colors in Florida. No colors, okay? Anyway, so I rented a bike for these two white people I was working with at Bartra in Falmouth, Florida. So, and this was years ago. Everybody there was white. Everybody there was white. Anyway, white guy walked up to me and shoved me in my chest. And I went back like that, and then he walked, and then he came back. And he shoved me so hard, I spun around. So the white couple that I worked with, that we all rode up there together with, they started walking real fast, and I'm running like, hey, y'all leaving me. And so they were supposed to ride back with me and spend the night at my apartment, and then I was going to go to work the next morning. He went off and left me. So now I'm on this rental bike, right? This is a true story. So I get on my bike. Now I'm 30 miles south of where I live. And when you ride in the country, like in Florida, you're going through woods. Okay, it's not like out here. You're actually in woods. So I'm riding this rental bike. Somebody put regular gasoline in it. So I'm trying to make it back to where I live. It's 12 o'clock at night by myself, a black woman on a motorcycle. And the bike started backfiring and stuff from the regular gas. I said, oh, Lord, if I break down, oh, Lord. I wanted to cry, but I knew I wouldn't be able to see the road to my tears. I had made up my mind if the bike breaks down, I was going to leave it on the side of the highway and jump in the woods and duck down and use my cell phone and say, I'm by the sixth tree, this and that. I didn't want to expose myself on the highway for some white people to come and snatch me. And this is a true story. I made it all the way back and come to find out the bike was okay. Somebody had just put regular in it. But that's a true story. And back then, and I went thinking I was going to meet the brothers from Jacksonville, but I didn't know that they would be on the beach, Myrtle Beach and all that. I thought they were going to be there.
So the couple that you end up riding down with and hanging out with, they end up leaving you.
Yes.
Wow.
They just in the crowd, and I'm this little ink spot, all these white people.
Wow.
And this is way back, 1999, something like that. There was no other, but they tell me now that the black people go to the Daytona run and all this and that now.
I think it's more diverse now. They are correct. Miss Freedom, for you, at what point, Miss Freedom, did you say, you took up the fight, you got this energy, you got this fight in you, and your goal was to make a difference on the set. Have you ever been affiliated with a motorcycle club? Have you ever been in a club?
Oh yeah, man. When I went to the Bay, I also met some sisters called Iron F.
Okay. And
I didn't know they were motorcycles. And I was at a picnic in Pomona with the Black Hawk. And one of the sisters, Duchess, my president, came up to me and she was like, "Hi, you Rita?" And I was like, "Yeah, not even think about it." And so they was like, they ride. I said, "Oh, you guys ride?" So I walked over to their bikes and they were all on Street Glass came out in 2006. They was all on Street Glass. When they left that picnic, guess who followed them in their Cadillac?
Yeah.
And I was talking to Duchess and stuff. I was like, "I'm gonna give you a bike." People be talking stuff. They don't really know me and stuff. They were a Harley club, and Harley used to scare me. Like a little Sportster, literally, like it just was. I don't know. It was weird. I didn't want a Harley. My first bike was a 1998 Honda Shadow VLX.
Pole baby.
That was a good bike. That was a good starter kit. That was a great starter kit. Yeah, and so I called up Duchess. I was like, "I got my bike," and then back talk later. They were like, "She ain't got no Harley," but they let me in the club.
Wow.
And I was so fortunate because my club sisters were like, "Oh, gee," I was the youngin' of the group, the new movie, the youngin'. But these sisters could ride. I mean, like, when you ride with people who know how to ride, they don't tell you nothing. But when you just get in line and do what they do, it makes you become an excellent rider. And I always try to encourage guys and girls. You know, I said when you start riding, I said find you. I encourage a lot of women to find women they can ride with, because as a woman, you know, riding with women who knew how to ride, I could ride with anybody. So when I rode with guys, it didn't really, cause you know when you ride with women, ain't nobody parking your bike, ain't nobody backing your bike up, ain't nobody, you know what I mean? They didn't baby me, you know what I mean? They did not baby me at all. And yeah, so I was in that club almost 5 years. When I quit, I was a VP of that club. That was a great club, and I'm so, you know, they didn't even know me. You know what I mean? And for them to just put me under their wing like that, and like, you know, one thing I love about the motorcycle set is that, you know, they invited me to their house. You know what I mean? We would go on, you know, and see, they had already been, you know, Duchess had been on the set already like 20-something years, so she knew all these OGs. So I got even more a melting pot, the cream of the crop, you know, through my club system, because they had all these relationships already with all these really amazing people. So I got to meet these people, and they took me in. Yeah, great club.
Miss Showtime, you created a patch, and I think that's when the first time I reached out to you. You created a patch. You call it a black biker patch. Let's talk about that patch. What made you create it, and what does it stand for, and what does it do?
My colors. Can I show you
Yeah. Do it, yeah.
Can you see them?
Yes, we can. M7 with in the middle. Okay, I got you. Los Angeles, California. Okay.
Okay, and in the 60s, there was a cowboy club called Magnificent Seven, starring Yul Brynner. And they like cowboys, and that's where the name Magnificent Seven came from.
Okay.
Okay. Everything has a logo. This wood right here has a logo. Everything. This ring has a logo. Everything has a logo. The black motorcycle set is so powerful, but we have no logo. The logo on my back represents my club. So years ago, I gave it's called the History of the African American Motorcycle Set. I sent you that poster. Did you get it?
Which one?
I sent you one poster.
Oh, you know what? I probably didn't get it. Let me see. You sent it to me in the email?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one, oh yes, I got it. The one of the talking about the one of the patch, right? The one of the patch. You're talking about the one of the actual patch, right?
I sent you a picture of the patch, but this was a poster of the African American motorcycle set. I gave a event where the OG on the stage and tell how they started their club.
Okay.
All your originators. And that logo was the logo of that event. And after I gave it, I got to thinking. I said, there's no logo representing the bike set. There's none. So I made that our logo, and you don't have to be in a club. If you're black and you ride a motorcycle, that is your logo. Even the Lost Gypsy Nation, they wear my patch. That patch represents us as a black person, and that logo will go all over the nation. They even have them on T-shirts. But I hate you didn't see that poster because it was self-explanatory. We got about 20 motorcycle clubs, OG motorcycle clubs on that poster.
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it right now. I'm actually looking for it. Freedom, did you send me that one? Did you did she send it to you?
No, I did. I sent it to you.
Okay.
I sent you everything she said. And
the room was set up like an auditorium. This was not a party thing. It was set up like an auditorium. And the originators they get on the stage and they explain how their club was started. All of the OGs are dying, and it's so important for that to be on film. I'm giving it again June the 6th this year. And I already have a space. I have Toby Jean coming down. I have Heavy from the Soul Brothers. I have Trinidad from Black Sabbath. All of the OG clubs, the originators from this club will be on the stage explaining how they start their those clubs back in the day. And it's a very important event because after we die, I don't want the history to die with us. And this is the reason why I put this on.
Okay, I have the poster. I have the poster on for everybody to see it. You guys probably can't see it, but I have it on. It says the history of the African American motorcycle set, August 22nd, 2015, 3 p.m. sharp. Was $5 general admission. And what it says is it's the inside of the Chopper's Den, 132 East 63rd Street, Gardena, California.
That was
Introduction.
That was the one.
That's the wrong flyer.
That's the event. That's the first one she had. Yeah, we're talking about the one she's having this year. No,
okay.
no, that's the poster I sent to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm showing them right now. Yeah,
right.
That's what I'm showing them right now. I'm showing them that poster right now. So it says introducing the John Pee Wee McCullen, the college scholarship awarded to college-bound children of the MC set. Come hear the stories direct from the OGs of the set, featuring history from the Choppers, Magnificent Seven, Defiant Ones, L.A. Deuces, Chosen Few, Royal Aces, Rare Breed, Sin City, Flamin' Knights, Soul Brothers, Black Sabbath, Adventurers MC, City Slickers, Buffalo Soldiers, Precision Riders, Just Us MC, Long Beach, Berets MC, and Brothers of the Sun, and East Bay Dragons MC as well. So this event is August the 22nd. Oh, this is old. This 2015. Oh, this old.
That's the one ago.
Okay, so let me find the other one then. Hold on. So
I have one yet. I haven't came out with the poster yet. I just wanted you to see that one.
Okay.
I wanted you to see that to let you know how serious this thing was. And that Pee Wee, that's the Pee Wee of the Defiant Ones. I did a tribute to him at that event. And also, every time I give it, I select a child that's in college and is struggling financially, and I give them a scholarship. And this year it will be called the Miss Showtime Scholarship, and the tribute that's going to go to Toby Jean this year, and it's going to be June the 6th, and you will see the posters, the flyers on that. Okay.
So right now, I'm showing them the Black Biker logo, and it has your card. Miss Showtime presents the official Black Biker logo to order. So anybody that wants this patch, you said anybody can have it as a Black Biker, correct? Okay.
Yes, as long as they're motorcycle and they're black.
Okay, so if anybody's interested in having this patch, you need to hit up Miss Showtime. Her to order, it says Miss Showtime 310-701-8676, or go to www.blackchrome.com. Blackchrome.com. And it looks like that's 2 Ks. BLACKK Chrome. So if you go to www.black with 2 Ks Chrome.com, you can order the patch from there. So let's talk about the patch. I see a motorcycle and I see a shield. What does the shield represent?
The shield represents that's an African man, and Africans in the jungle had shields.
Okay.
And that's all. That's it. You know, I wanted an African man with a chopper, and that came out of my head, and that's all it is, and that's our color.
Okay, so and the logo is simply just to represent, for us to have something to say, for us to have something we can call our own, and that's hot. For somebody to even care,
yes.
For somebody to even care that we have our own get down, so that's hot too. So
all of the OGs approved it, and people from all over the United States have been purchasing it. Like I said, Live Gypsy Nation, each one of them has that patch on their vest. And I'm going to send you one personally after I get your address.
I appreciate it, ma'am. I definitely will wear it proudly, because that was my thing. I called when I had called you about it, just to get information, because people always ask me, well, what does it mean? What does it mean? I'm like, okay. So now we got the clarification. The patch was created. The patch was created simply because we have nothing to call our own, and she felt the need to create something that we can have that no other race can wear. They can't be a part of it. It's strictly for us and our own get out. And I appreciate you for that, ma'am, for having the courage and even the thought pattern to care enough about us for us to have our own, as we are represented out here. I think we got a call. Hold on one second, you ladies. Hold on.
To accept, press 1.
Caller, are you calling in for the show? Yes. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me get you on. You guys, I'm trying to make all of this stuff happen with the phone and the microphone and all that. So y'all bear with me. I know y'all be beating me up about my professionalism. So hold on 1 second. Caller, hold on. All right, go ahead, caller. Can we hear you?
Okay, this is Brown Sugar FHO.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I got to get you on. All right, go ahead. Repeat yourself, caller.
Brown Sugar from FHO, Secretary.
Hey, that's my girl, Brown Sugar, y'all, from the Secretary of FHO, which is my movement. What you got for him, Brown Sugar?
Hi. Well, first of all, I want to thank my president, because I was able to go out to Los Angeles, California, and I had the honors to meet Miss Showtime. I didn't get to really talk to you, but I will say that I was mesmerized to just sit there. I was just in awe as I watched you and Miss Sunshine Rogers have this conversation. And listening to you tonight talking about remaining a lady, I can just sit, I can visualize and see you now watching the two of you all standing there talking. And I was thinking in my head that, this lady is in her 70s and she's hot. She's out here. She's still riding. I had already done some research. I read about you and your article in the Black Girls Ride magazine. And so it was my pleasure to nervously ask you for a picture, and that's a picture I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life. And I was, just calling in so that I can say that I'm grateful for Sale putting you on tonight so that I can have this conversation with you without having this conversation with you that I didn't get to have out in L.A. So thank you for what you've done. Thank you for what you've shown us. And I do take your wisdom seriously. I do my best to remain a lady on the set and in the community. And I thank you, Freedom, for showing up. Somebody new to me that I'm trying to learn about. So thank you, Sale. Thank you, Freedom. Thank you, Miss Showtime, for what you do for the bike community and for what you ladies do for us to follow in your footsteps.
Real quick, Don, let me ask you this. How important is it for you as a brand new rider? Because Don is brand new. Well, she's not brand new, but she's brand new. And then to jump on and come on to FHO, and to her first, she finally knocked off on her bucket list when I brought her to California. I took a bunch of people to California for the Real Breed thing. Don, for you, how important is it for you to know that it was people before you, well, ladies, I'm not people, but ladies before you, and that they're still out there, that they're still putting it down? How important is that for you as a woman?
It was real important, and beyond important, it was just extremely exciting because I read up and I studied Miss Bessie Springfield. Well, of course, I can't meet her. And, they can take it how they want to, but for me, the next best thing was to be in the presence of Miss Showtime. That's just like black artists and entertainers these days. They thank people like the Afri Wooders and the Cicely Tysons for what they did. Well, same thing here. I thank the Bessie Springfield. I thank the Miss Showtime, the Sunshine Rogers, Freedom. So it's very important to know that there's somebody that, alive and breathing that I can either have a conversation with, or at least what you do on your platform, Sale, put them out there so that I can still be a recipient of that knowledge and that wisdom. So it's important to have those people around and access to them.
Wow. Ladies,
these ladies are important to the motorcycle community. They're especially important to me as a black female.
Okay.
Because we are different in the motorcycle community. I have some white females that I know. What they stand for is in their community, I'll never want to stand for in our community. So I thank ladies like Miss Showtime for saying what she says over and over. She remains a lady. And I take that serious and I take that with me, and I'm going to do the same, Miss Showtime, remain a lady.
There it is there. I have a lot of people say that they're putting that event on their calendar, that event. And you said, when is the event again, Miss Showtime?
I put it on ours, Dale.
It's on ours? Okay. When is the event again, Miss Showtime?
I just put it on there. As soon as she said it, I put it on our calendar.
When is it again, Miss Showtime?
It's June 6th.
Anytime. I'm coming out with the posters and the flyers. June the 6th, and this is the last one I'm giving. And this is so important. And it's going to be on film, and everything is going to be reserved for after FHO'S to go. You guys will split the history.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to. I got you, Keisha. I'll call you right back. So you will be putting all the information, and of course, once she puts it out, I know I'll get it, and I'll put it on my page and do my best to advertise it and push it forward, ladies. So, and again, thank you for calling, Don. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome. Let me call Miss Keisha back. She was calling. The phone line is ringing off the hook now. What'd you say, Freedom?
Can I say something about this being a lady thing?
Go ahead.
That this show. So I think being a biker, it's fun. You know what I mean? The scene, and I'm speaking as far as the scene. You know, it's fun to go out and party. It's fun to meet people. It's fun, to go to parties and dance. I mean, that's what I love to do. You know what I mean? And it's also important as a woman to be yourself. Be who you are. Ride your motorcycle. I think I got a lot of respect because I just ride my bike. I rode my bike a lot. You know what I mean? And it was awesome to me to have that little extra in my ear.
Go ahead.
To be a lady because sometimes you can get out your lane. You know what I mean? Somebody might rub you the wrong way. Somebody might treat you different, and it's been really good to just have that environment. But it's also good to just be yourself. You know what I mean? And if you're a rider, just ride your bike. You're gonna get a lot of respect just from that alone.
That part right there, and again, you guys, and I know I'm being light with it tonight. I really am being light with it tonight because both of you guys are pressing the issue of remaining a lady, and I'm just being light with the subject because there is a lot of not being a lady going on the set right now, so we're going to be like...
It's no judgment, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like... I like to hang out at a party and have a good time, so if somebody's partying having a good time, however they do it, that's really their business, you know what I mean? It's not like...
Yeah.
I'm speaking for me. I'm not speaking for this. I'm speaking for me, you know what I mean? And, it's cool to be a lady, but sometimes people don't have fun. I mean, certain stuff folks go to women walking around with no clothes on. I've been in those kind of environments, and I don't look at those women any differently. You know what I mean? But to each his own. You know what I'm saying? But it's just another piece to the puzzle for whoever wants to know. But I personally, I've been in environments with women. Were doing whatever they wanted to do, and that's what they're doing. I mean, this is a motorcycle culture; it's not church.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people mistaken. You know what I mean? It's like you're in, you're hanging out with some, depending on who you're hanging out with. You know what I'm saying? But
but I hear what you're saying, Freedom. What you're basically saying is, hey, this is us. This is not the the home life. This is our extracurricular. This is when we're having fun. So if you want to get loose, have fun, do your thing, and we all supposed to be grown. And my business is supposed to be my business, your business, etc. So I definitely got you, and I definitely got that. It's just so much. It's just so much that I don't know.
What's so much? Can I clear something up?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't ride like a lady.
yeah, we don't ride like ladies.
I'm a very aggressive rider. The guys would tell you that. We don't ride like ladies. Let's try to get off the bike again. That's how I got so popular, because I couldn't stand for anybody to pass me. If I'm in a pack, they would tell you, and if somebody runs past us, I'm gonna leave that pack and I'm gonna catch that person or kill myself from trying to catch that person. That's why I got so popular from my aggressive riding. You know, and I still ride aggressive. I can't ride as far as I used to, but I'm still very aggressive. Right? When I get on that bike, I'm somebody else. I really am, and I love it. I love to ride, and I love to ride hard. And when I get off the bike, I am a lady.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of women, when they get off the bike, their whole personality has changed, and I don't believe in challenging anybody. I don't believe in women challenging guys. You know, I think the proof is in the pudding. If you a badass, get out there and whoop his ass on that highway. But as far as being up in his face and stuff like that, I'm totally against that. And nowadays, women are so different, not just on the bike set, off the bike set. And I really hate it, because females to me are flowers, you know, and guys love flowers, you know, guys love ladies, and to each his own. And yes, this is the bike set, and I get loose and have a lot of fun and this and that myself, you know, but it's just something that we're losing, and that's the women being ladies and the guys being the type of men they should be. To me, that's just.
We got a caller coming in, y'all. Go ahead, caller. State your name. Where you calling from? Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me turn it on. I'm sorry. There you go. Sorry. Repeat yourself.
You got me?
Yeah, there you go.
You got me on now?
Yeah, you on. Go ahead.
Hello. I don't want to address one without the other or one at a time. So I'm going to say show freedom. You ladies are the best. This is So Fly Kai from the FHO family. Big Sale, this is going to be the most epic show ever with these ladies, and I'm going to watch it again tonight. I met Freedom years ago. I can't remember what exactly year it was, but she was the sexiest biker I've seen.
That's cool.
On the bike set. Between her shorts, boots, and her halty top, she would be the best on that soft tail. And then Miss Showtime, how can I address her? I seen her in San Diego years ago. Just bought my first bike. And came down to the park, dropped it a few times, everything. She told me to keep picking up, keep going. I met her the second time. It was at the Choppers, somewhere near West Covina, summer picnic they gave. And my mentor was with me. What a mentor. She cussed me so bad for dropping my bike. Miss Showtime looked at us, argue. And she looked at me. She said, get on that bike and ride that bike. My mentor told me I wasn't going to make it to Atlanta. Miss Showtime said, you'll make it where you want to make it. And my mentor told me I wasn't going to make it. Go to the parking lot and run in circles on my bike. Miss Showtime said, do what you going to do on your bike. And I just had to walk away from my mentor, and I didn't let her mentor me no more after that. Miss Showtime was the best for me and got my confidence up, other than Hot Boy, to get to Atlanta on that very first run that I came to your show itself.
Yep.
The other platform you had. So you ladies are the best in the West. And I'll tell anybody, you two are the best in the West. Period, point blank, hands down.
Thank you.
My ladies.
Thank you so very much. Can I speak with So Fly?
Hold on. I'm sorry, hold on. What'd you say, So Fly?
I said Freedom would always tell me, If you don't get on ground, get on ground. I'd be at the park in my car. She'd just be there just as sexy. I said, you bad with them shorts and them boots and that honky top. You bad, because my fear is the concrete. This is what Sale said the other day. The summertime riders, the riders that don't ride in the summertime or summertime riders, I got on chaps.
Yeah. The whole night.
In the summertime. That's me. Yeah. All year round. But I will ride in the rain, but I got it all on in the summertime. And when I get there, I will undress. But I love you, ladies. I love you, ladies. And this is the best.
Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Kai.
This is the best. Love you, ladies. Bye. And keep riding. Miss Showtime, do it like the other fellas and ride it till you can't ride it no more.
And she got a real quick, y'all. Real quick, y'all. Miss Showtime has a she has a birthday coming this month. Miss Showtime got a birthday this month too, so we definitely gonna sing happy birthday to her too before we let her go. But Keisha, we love you and thank you for calling.
I know I ain't supposed to. I'm at work. They probably saying I'll get my ass off the phone. Okay, have a good day. I love you, ladies, and I'll see y'all soon on the road.
There it is, there, man. That's Miss Keisha. You were going to say something, Freedom? What you got?
Oh yeah, I was just so glad I mentioned something about a mentor. The first time I seen Showtime was I think the first party I went to Pasadena, and all I saw was H and I saw fringes, but I didn't know it was a woman. And I knew it was her. She came inside to get beer or something or whatever. And I seen her outfit, and I was like, oh, that was a woman. And, mentorship in this motorcycle community is very real and it's very important. And I'm so grateful because I had my club sisters were mentors. Miss Showtime was also a mentor, but we weren't in the same club. But she became my mentor because for me, as a woman rider, I know for me when I first started riding, it was like, how do I still represent who I am as a woman? And, for myself, I can't be nobody but myself. And watching the ladies that I was around, really, Showtime included, really helped me gain my identity as a motorcycle rider, as a female motorcycle rider. Just even how I dress, you know what I mean? Sometimes, I see, women sometimes dress a little bit more flashier on their bike. But I wanted to, like still look like a woman, but still be safe, you know what I'm saying, on my bike, what I wear and have style, and I had a lot of women around me, Showtime included, that kind of gave me a pathway to kind of create my own identity and my own style, because, we're women and that's a part of this lifestyle, you know what I mean? What you wear, what you got on, what kind of bike you ride, that stuff is very, I know for me it was important, and Showtime she was a great mentor, because sometimes sometimes you can have a mentor, but then you get to know them and you really don't want to be around them. You know what I'm saying? And I was very grateful because not only my club sister, but just speaking about Miss Showtime, she's one of my best friends now. We have a friendship, and
she's the kid, and I'm the old lady.
I'm the and that was I'm so grateful for that. Because a lot of times people out here looking for, they want to ride with people. You know what I mean? And I think you're like that for some people, Sal. You know what I mean? Want to ride and be a part of your organization and stuff. And I think it's important. And it's unfortunate when, like what Sophia was saying, she had a little moment with whoever was mentoring her, but, it all worked out. She got encouraged. She's doing what she does. So, mentorship is very important. And that's why, too, this event, I'm so impressed with her being a woman and throwing this event for our community. She's the one doing it. Nobody's doing it. For the whole country. For the whole, just with our culture, with our, being black people, because, I know on the motorcycle set now, we have different races that are on the set, but it's still black. And I've had to say that to certain people, they look at me kind of weird. No, it's black. We let anybody come in, but it's black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's still, yeah.
We got to really, like take more pride in that. You know what I'm saying? And really, really, it's serious. You know what I mean? It's really like it's our history. It's black history. it's real. You know what I mean? And I think the tone, you know, we need to keep that tone going all over, because the really cool thing now, you know, with the kind of motorcycles we have now, you know, I love to see like when the brothers, when you guys ride out here, because you guys have the kind of bikes out where you can ride cross country. And when I see all these black people together, mainly when I see the brothers together, it really means a lot to me. It really means a lot when I see Brothers Flow High on Detroit and, you know, everybody together. Like, that's never really happened in history before, and I think we really got to kind of sit back and really look at it that way. Like, all these black men are coming together cross country now because you guys got these amazing motorcycles and you're capable of doing that. But that's us. That's our thing, and I think, you know, we really got to look at the significance of that.
Yeah, so what you're saying is basically what Freedom just said, everybody, was we take for granted that it's us, that it's our thing, and we're doing this, and we're making history. And because, you know, because we're doing stuff coming together, that we have to embrace that and understand that. And that's important because, again, like I said, we take it for granted. Freedom, people all the time, Miss Showtime and Miss Freedom, people tell me all the time, oh, so you did this for me, or you saved my life, or you gave me this encouragement. I'm like, no, you know, I'm just being Sale. And like you heard just two ladies, Miss Showtime, you just heard Keisha say what you did for her, encouraging you too, Miss Freedom. You heard Don. And I guess we're just being us, but a lot of people need that. You know, they need that. So.
Yeah. Oh, there's one thing I didn't tell you. I was in Atlanta last year. I'm the one that got the Legend Award at the Pro.
Okay, I didn't deal with that at that time. Yeah, I got you. At the the PRO convention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave me that. But, and also, I'm very honored to say Lost Gypsy Nation will be at my event in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Lost Gypsy Nation. I just interviewed them cats. Those are my brothers from Canada, man. They doing it big. And actually, I've already met this year. This is what I'm promising you guys, and this is how powerful this platform is. And I thank God that I'm the one that He used to bring this platform. I'm almost promising everybody that's watching this that it's going to be at least 15 people that will be going over to Canada to hang with them cats, because meeting them on the show, and now even with you guys coming to the event and meeting you guys and all that as well. So the platform is powerful. Like Freedom said, we take for granted that we have these platforms, that we have the big gatherings, you know, when we come together, like you say, to sit back and see Detroit, Texas, California, Atlanta, you know, Florida. You know, we take it for granted because we just motorcycle.
In the 60s and the 70s, they didn't have bikes like that. Showtime, she couldn't. If she could, she would. But they didn't have, you know what I mean? And I think it's very.
Well, can I say another thing too? Back in the day, black folks couldn't afford Harley Davidson, so they would take pieces and put them together and design their own bikes. And Harley Davidson took a lot of our designs. Believe that. Believe that. They took a lot of our designs back in the day, you know, because you like Ben Hardy. Ben Hardy was right here on Central in Florence, you know, and the movie industry got with him to design the most popular bike in the world, Captain America. A black man in the ghetto, or a black man, put it together and designed it just for that movie. And he remained to be a poor black man instead of a rich person.
And, you know, I have him on my bike. I ride with him on my front fender. That is my, you know, Ben Hardy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Ben Hardy is on my bike. Sugar Bear is on my bike. You know, so.
Sugar Bear is a very good friend of mine. We're very close. Matter of fact, I gave Ben Hardy and Sugar Bear a plaque years and years and years ago.
Wow.
For their account. Okay,
we got people calling in, so we're gonna take some calls. Let me pay some bills. I done forgot to pay the bills. Y'all done got this whole thing. I don't even want to leave and go pay no bills. Let me pay some bills, ladies, and we'll be right back, y'all. Hold on.
You're listening to MC 101 Talk Show. Live. Hosted by Two Guns. Co-hosted by Big Cell. And we talking straight motorcycle protocol. Tune in every Wednesday around 7 p.m. for pure motherfucking facts on FHO Podcast Radio. MC 101, where motorcycling is life.
Say, man, that's every Wednesday around 7 p.m. Me and my man Two Guns. If you missed the show last Wednesday, I'm telling you how important that show was Wednesday. He had dropped knowledge. He dropped bombs. He dropped pure foundational facts. So go back and check it out when you get a chance.
What's up, Big Cell? This is your boy Passionate from Enlightened Ministry Biker Church from Los Angeles, California. When we're not riding, we listen to FHO Podcast Radio.
Eco One, the superior eco-friendly motorcycle and auto detailing spray. Eco One super wetting and low foaming polymer technology cleans by flowing underneath the dirt particles and lift them away from the surface. All you need to do is spray, wipe, and watch the amazing shine appear. All of this is done with very little time and effort, but the results look like you spent all day waxing your vehicle. Eco One. Don't ride
Yo, this
dirty.
hot boy from the Red Breed Mother Chapter out of Compton, California. We tuned in to FHO all the way from 310 to the 404. Y'all know how this shit go.
Montana Cigar Company sells premium cigars and accessories. Located in Union City, Georgia at 4641 Flat Shoals Road, Suite C, Union City, Georgia 30291. Montana Cigar Company offers a smooth, laid-back, serene, mature adult environment for cigar aficionados. Discounts for all the first responders, military, teachers, and nurses. Come enjoy your favorite games and boxing matches on our big screen TVs. We also have a poker table where you can come and try your luck.
Checking in from an undisclosed location, this is your boy King Pooh, representing the Kings of the South Atlanta Mother Chapter. And every time I get a chance, best believe I'm listening to my boy Big Cell on FHO Podcast Radio. Let's get it.
Select Luxury Cars, proud sponsor of the FHO Podcast Live Show, the most diverse luxury vehicle selection in the greater Atlanta area, the highest quality customer service, and unmatched nationwide pricing. Contact Mike Goodall at 678-855-2292 to schedule your appointment today. Select Luxury Cars, trusted family dealer since 1994.
What up? This is Chris from Exclusive Sounds. When I'm not doing music on bikes, I'm tuned in to the FHO Podcast Radio.
Say, man, we back. Let me take this caller real quick. This caller been calling. We back on the FHO Podcast Radio Show, and I have two ladies that have definitely made an impact on the bike set, Miss Showtime and Miss Freedom. We're live with them tonight, and we're gonna be here as long as they want us to be here, as long as they want to give up their time, we will be here. So again, appreciate Mr. Operator Star MC for tuning in on the podcast. Thank you, brother, for checking in there. Caller, state your name, where you calling from.
Hey everybody, this is Chrissy Chris calling from LA.
What up?
I want to give a shout out to you guys and just tell you guys thank you for being who you are. Sal,
thank you.
Because we need to be heard.
Okay.
We really need to be heard.
Can't hear.
Showtime, Freedom, I love you guys. Thank you.
Can't hear.
There's too many
y'all can hear?
spending this money and
No, we can't.
being acknowledged. What Ms. Showtime was saying about Harley Davidson and, you know, the money we spend, it's facts. It's facts. I don't know if you guys remember, Bartell was a little house, a hut in Culver City. And look how he expanded. He expanded when we started expanding. They're not giving us the respect that we deserve. Those are just my feelings. But I just wanted to segue off of what she was saying because it's real facts. We out here, and these people have made Harley who they are, what they are, and look at us.
Wow.
You know, we got to come together. We are coming together by what you're doing, by what they're doing. And we just need more of us to speak out and be about it. Because this life, we love this life. I know I love this life. And these ladies, I look up to them. I see them when I'm out. They always acknowledge me. I acknowledge them. And it's a sisterhood that I wouldn't trade in for nothing. So thank you, ladies, for being who you are. And you guys are much respected. Much respected.
Go ahead. What you finna say?
Yeah, who was that?
That was, say your name again, caller. They didn't get the name.
Show Freedom. Show my picture.
I can't show it to them right now, but this
Y'all know me.
this Christy. They just didn't hear you, Christy. It was Christy because what it was, Christy. You was on the platform, but you wasn't on for them to hear you, so that's why they didn't hear you. That's why she's asking, who was that again? So yeah, that's all.
Christy Chris.
That's Christy Chris. Yeah, that's Christy Chris. She just wanted to give you guys some love. Huh?
Big Sam,
Yes, ma'am.
can I take? There are 5 black people that own Harley dealers in the United States. Only 5.
Damn, I shouldn't have.
Yeah, you said what now? What now, Miss Showtime?
There are 5.
Hold on. We got, okay, you say there are 5 people that own Harley Davidson's. What now, Miss Showtime?
There are 5 Harley Davidson dealerships that are owned by black people. Only 5, and one man owns 2 of them. Yeah, I met him. He was at the clock.
Yeah, that's Gene out here. Gene out here. His name is Gene. We know him personally out here. He owns 2. He owns the one in Georgia and the one in South Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I was talking to. I thought Vegas, but it's only 5 in the United States. Is what I'm trying to say.
And it's one female. They have one female. One female. There's only one black female owner. Yeah.
She's way down south. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in, I think Virginia. Her dealership is in Virginia. The one lady that owns the one in out there. So yeah. So how does it feel, ladies, to get this kind of this kind of adoration from people and from people to say, what you've done for them and the encouragements that you give them as black women? How does that feel?
Well, for me, I was at, here I go, one of my stories. I was in Fresno years ago, and these 2 white chicks was coming down the sidewalk, and there was a motorcycle picnic in Fresno. And we were sitting there talking to some people, and they walked up, and the guy was trying to flirt with them. So he said, hey, my name is Virgil, and this is Jerry. That's my husband, Jerry. And this is Miss Showtime. And they said, you're Miss Showtime. This was years ago. And I said, yeah. You're Miss, wait till I tell you that. Make a long story short, Miss Showtime is bigger than me. That's the way I really feel. And a lot of times, to me, it's the opposite. And this is not no lie. I am blessed that you guys accept me being one of you. You guys don't look at me like, oh, here comes an old crazy woman. We're a Tina Turner wig on. That's where the name is Showtime comes from. I'm a Tina Turner impersonator. And that's my stage name that's going down to the bike thing. Because that old crazy woman, and I'm blessed that you guys accept me. When I'm around you guys, I'm one of you guys. I'm not. I'm the one that's being blessed with you guys, and that's the truth, and that's the way I feel, that you guys accept me as one of you guys, not no elderly person. I don't feel like an elderly. She's like my best friend. She is, and she's. How old are you again, little girl? 46. 46.
Yeah, little girl.
My son will be 57 this year. I'm a great grandmother, but I don't look at her as this is my friend. We're equal, and when I'm out there on the set, I'm equal. I'm one of you guys. I'm not just Yes, I am elderly, but you guys treat me and make me one of you guys, and that means more to me than this fame as being Miss Showtime. You know, the blessing. This is a blessing for me to be around you guys and be one of you guys.
Well, it's like I said, you know, us that serve the bike set. I guess we can say that. You know, we do it from our heart, so it's no big deal for us. It's no, you know, this is not something that we, you know, I don't even know how I got here. I just thank God that I'm here. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I thank God that, you know, He's used you guys. I thank God, Miss Showtime, that you're here. That I get to tell my grandkids when I, you know, hey man, it was oh, you think you're doing something? You should have saw Miss Showtime. Oh, you think you're doing something? You should have saw Freedom. You know. So these are stories that we have to pass, and again, I do dig truly, Freedom, what you were saying about just who we are. You know, we don't give ourselves enough credit for being black and for being, you know, people of substance, the whole 9 yards. Let me see, we got another caller. Hold on.
Yes.
Let me see what it says.
You know, that's why that logo.
Send voicemail. Press 2.
Hold on, y'all. We got another caller. Hold on.
To accept.
All right, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
Calling from Toronto, Ontario. This is Smoke from the.
What's up, Smoke? What you got going on, Smoke? Can you hear me? He's going to have to turn his volume down. Smoke, can you hear me? Smoke. I don't think he can hear me. Anyway, I think that was Canada calling in. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was from the Lost Gypsies. Anyway, I said all that to say this is that we don't really consider ourselves who we are. It just is what it is, and this is not about me, or it's just about you ladies. And again, if you've never heard the kind of adoration that you heard tonight, then you deserve it. You deserve it all. You guys are inspiration. You guys are like Don said. You guys are our black superstars. You feel what I'm saying? You know how you guys are the ones who we strive to be like. You know, so that's cool. Miss Showtime, I'm gonna ask you a question, and I get this a lot, or people ask me about it. There's always been a question about the Chosen Few patch that you wear on the front of your vest. A lot of people, you know, feel like you shouldn't be wearing it, or you shouldn't wear it, or don't even understand what it is. Can you talk about that, or is that it's none of their business?
Yeah, those that don't like it, get with the Chosen Few. The Chosen Few gave me this patch personally. The Chosen Few gave me my 70th birthday party. The whole set was there at the Chosen Few. Mm. Okay, and the Chosen Few had this handmade, and they presented it to me. So if anybody don't like it, you get with the Chosen Few, and I'm so proud to be able to wear it. And I had to get a bigger brown size when I put this patch on my vest. Only one this right here.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people, oh, it's so big. You know, I wear it very proudly. And the only reason why I'm not a Chosen Few is I'm a lady, but I don't have a penis. That's the only reason. Other than that, I'll.
Other than that, we going toe to toe, huh?
I'll tell you that. They will tell you
that. So, Miss Freedom, where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where does the black bike set go? Where does the black woman, the black female MC? Where do we go?
You know, where do we go from here? That's a hell of a question. I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to speak on Christy that made the comment about Harley Davidson and how, you know, the black community, we have put a lot of money into all different types of motorcycle companies. Harley Davidson just being, you know, one of them. And I'm not speaking for Harley Davidson, but when I got hired to be a part of the HD 2020 campaign, they've had black people in their catalog, but they've never actually, I mean, I did the research and I've never seen it. They never actually had a black woman on a motorcycle in pictures. And me and this other young lady named Christina were chosen, hired to be a part of this campaign. And I think it was, I'm not speaking of Harley Davidson, but from what I could see, they are trying to be put more diversity in their campaign, and they should. You know, because for too long it's been older white men, Caucasian, you know, and it's just kind of played out. You know what I mean? And you know, I was very honored to be able to be a part of the campaign and actually, you know, make history. And be actually on the motorcycle, you know, so it was a very exciting time. And, you know, at the end of the day, we're choosing to ride these motorcycles. If our community chose to ride a whole nother different kind of motorcycle, make those hot, that would be the thing. You know, a lot of us ride Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson, if you're a rider, it's just a great bike. You know what I mean? It's just a really, you know what I'm saying? And those new bikes, those 2020 bikes are. I filmed in the desert. I was on the street glide, and the director said, "Frida, take the bike back." I said, "Okay." I was able to go 90 miles per hour in first gear on that bike.
Wow!
I didn't even go up because I said if I go up, I might be in the same.
Wow!
So,
let me say that. Let me say this real quick. Let me say this. Let me say this. I'm sorry. In conjunction with what you're saying, I have this argument all the time that I argue with blacks, with us as a people, when we say Harley Davidson has never, reached out to us. They have never done this, and I'm gonna say this. I disagree based on the fact that, of course, they haven't given us our just due, but they tried to give us something with the Iron Elite program. They created the Iron Elite program and they rolled it out, and they put all this money into it, and every dealership was given a certain amount of funds and whatever to pass out this program. But we as blacks never embraced that program. We would wear a patch or whatever, and we only wore it or took it because it was free. One of the things that I tell people all the time is that if you don't go to your dealership and if you don't talk to the people, talk to the general managers, talk to the owners and say, hey, we're here, we're here and we want this. They end up doing away with the Iron Elite program because it was a total, it was a total loss. It was a participation. They would put on an Iron Elite event. And we as blacks wouldn't even show up. We never even showed up to support it. So they have tried to at least say, okay, hey, let's hear you. Let's hear your story. So to see you when you made the ad campaign, when you made and became part of the ad campaign, for me, I was excited because I know that that's them trying to reach out and trying to put it together and trying to be there for us. But we have to be there for ourselves, and we have to demand that we are there. You understand what I'm saying? So that I just wanted to say that part right there.
Yeah. I think, I think that, well, I mean, I think we probably, I'm just speaking from opinion, I think we probably didn't embrace it because we got our own thing. We got the set.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think, we got to really, like with Showtime we did, people come to that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I hope now, I know I personally want to invite your group, FHO.
Yes.
That's all you. I want to invite you guys all to come out and hang out with us and show up and show deep. And, it's going to be a really great event. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think, we've always had our own thing. But, I think we need to keep it going and keep, supporting each other, supporting these clubs, that have events and different things and, making it happen.
Can I say something?
Miss, you can always, you don't even have to actually say something, just say it. You are, I'm talking about, you've earned it.
Nowadays, these young people are riding Indians and everything else. It's not just the Harley Davidson anymore like it was years ago. Harley Davidson has a lot of competition because you got some tough bikes out there that look and handle very well. So I just wanted to put that.
For me though, Miss Showtime. For me, this is what I tell people all the time. There may be better bikes. There may even be cheaper bikes. There may be, but I'm with the culture. I'm with that black man on that Harley Davidson. You know what I'm saying? Giving it to him as best as I can. So I'm riding the culture. I'm not riding the motorcycle. I'm riding the culture. You understand me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Harleys in this garage. One is mine, and the other 4 is my husband.
Wow.
And I'm not talking about no junk bikes, you know.
Yeah, we know. we know. So, yeah, but for me, like I said, I'm riding the culture. When people say, "Sell," you just everything you do is Harley Davidson. You don't care. Well, I'm just that's the culture that I'm in, and that's the culture that I'm loving. You know, and I'm just loving where we come from, and I'm loving what we created in that culture. You know, so that's what it is for me, man. You know, if the you know, I'm riding the culture. You know, you can say I'm riding. You know, it's about Harley Davidson, but I'm riding the culture. So.
And can't nobody touch that sound. The baddest sound Harley had to me was that shovel head.
Oh, the shovel head.
I mean, it was. Oh yes.
But see now you know you're talking about something that half of these people don't know nothing about. You know, a shovel. They're like, what's a shovel head? You know what I'm saying? It's to be honest, Miss Showtime, it sounds like an old vibrator or something. A shovel head. You know what I'm saying?
It had a beat.
Yeah.
It had a beat. You know, and back in the day, they said, "Oh, them hogs were barking." When they barking, man, yeah, they were barking.
Wow.
You know, I mean, so different back then. It was like, oh God, it was so different. But I love the young people because if it wasn't for them, we would be sitting here. Wow. So the set would be dead.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah. And I want to say you asked me where the stuff going. I think we're gonna keep doing what we've been doing because of brothers like you and I'm so impressed with my generation. These cats that have joined these clubs is already in place. The Choppers, Rare Breed, the DOs, Divided Time, Sin City. There's so many clubs that's already here, and my generation are part of these clubs because if these clubs didn't keep gaining members, these clubs would die.
Yeah, because
you know. So So I'm really, you know, proud that my generation is picking up the torch, and we're gonna keep doing what we've been doing.
There it is. We just gonna keep on. What you know? What my new thing is? We just gonna keep on motorcycling, man. We gonna love on each other and just keep on motorcycling, man. Hold on, we got another caller. Hold on.
The Lost Gypsies Nation.
Here we go. Go ahead, brother. Say your name. Where you calling from?
This is Smoke from the Lost Gypsies Nation. Finally getting through.
What up, Smoke? What up, Smoke?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, sir. How are you doing?
You know what? We are fantastic up in Canada. It's cold up here, but it's fantastic. We're doing well. You know what? We are just really appreciative of obviously you putting this on and you inviting these two ladies who are integral to the motorcycle set. And, you know, we are just so grateful to be able to soak up knowledge from them. Our president, Chrome, gives his regards, specifically to Miss Showtime. Miss Showtime, all the information, you know, that you've been conveying to Chrome, he's been passing on to us. And we are just trying to soak up the knowledge so that we can, you know, do our best to, you know, put in place the blueprint of what's going on, you know, where you're at. So very grateful, very, very grateful to just, you know, soak up the knowledge. And we're really looking forward to attending in June.
Wow. Smoke, for you, I mean, you know, being where you guys are from in a whole, you know, basically a whole nother world per se, Canada, and to sit back and to see these ladies and the history that Miss Showtime have and what Miss Freedom is trying to put together, for you as being part of the Black Set, being part of the, you know, the movement, how does that make you feel?
Well, I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's totally empowering. And, you know, it's funny, you know, you hear a lot of dialogue, you know, these days about, you know, ladies and their role in the set and whatever. You know, the ladies, in my view, are an integral piece to the Black motorcycle set. okay, and have a significantly elevated role as opposed to, what we know as the other side. And, it's ladies like Miss Freedom and Miss Showtime, quite frankly, who are blazing the trails. And, I just think that's just beneficial for everybody, period.
It definitely is, man. So, brother, we love you guys over there in Canada. Like I said, I've gotten promises that it's going to be at least 10 to 15 people heading across the border, man, to come see you guys. So y'all know y'all going to be, because of the way my situation is set up a little bit, y'all going to have to come meet me in Niagara. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to get as close as I can, man. and I'm going to throw a rock the rest of the way, man. But yeah. The way, no. Listen here, man. Them white folks is not finna keep me over there trying to act like I'm good. So, like I said, I'm gonna get as far as I can. I'm gonna throw a rock over there and let y'all know I'm here. Come on over and hang out. But man, Los Gypsy Nation, for those of you guys that don't know,
put a big FHO signal in the air.
Don't worry about. I'm gonna make enough noise for you to know I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know because I got to get my I got to get my props. But for those that you guys that don't know, Los Gypsy Nation is the only black all Harley Davidson club in Canada. They're growing. They're huge. They're wonderful cats. You can look on Facebook and catch them, Los Gypsy Nation. Reach out to them. And they riding their motorcycle, man. This ain't no, they doing their thing and they're making a big mark even over there and setting trends and setting the tone for all that it is. And like you just heard them say, you will see them here in June at Mr. Showtime event. So listen, man, you know what that almost feels like Miss Showtime and Freedom. Let's make that just a big black family reunion, man. You understand me? Yeah.
Yeah. I must say, the first time she had this event was at the Chosen Few Clubhouse. Yeah. On 108. Yeah. And that's what it was like. It was like that. And I think, just back to the Iron Elite thing, we already have this kind of event. So everybody please come out. It's important. You know what I mean? It's important. Yeah. And I was, when you were talking about being a black woman, I wear my hair in an afro. And it's not because I'm just like this super Afrocentric person. I just like my hair and I like to wear my hair. And,
go ahead. Was that feedback? Or it might be feedback on this. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is Coach still there?
Yeah, he's still there. He can hear you.
Hi,
I'm here. I can't really hear too much though.
I know you can't really hear them. I got to kind of relay for them, but if you were listening on another device, but they can hear you. Whatever you say is being heard on air. So, Miss Showtime said hi, Chrome. She can,
Yeah, Chrome gives his regards. He actually couldn't attend on tonight's session, but he gives his regards and speaks extraordinarily high of Miss Showtime. So there's a whole bunch of the fellas. We just can't wait to meet her. We are rocking that patch like you wouldn't believe. That is just an integral part of our cut, and it's a mandatory piece. So it's beautiful, and it's probably, being an African brother myself, it's just a beautiful sign of unity, unity amongst us. So we're very grateful and very proud to rock that patch.
Wow, there it is there. What she say? You say what, Freedom? She about to cry?
Sometimes I cry.
Hey, man, trust me, I ain't mad at it. I can understand what's going on. So, Calder, thank you for calling, bro. Appreciate you guys and see you soon.
Thank you. All the best. Yeah.
All right, so as we get ready to close this thing out, ladies, what would you, Miss Showtime, if you could leave anybody listening with one thing, what would it be? On any level, motorcycling, life, whatever it may be.
Respect the OGs and get the knowledge and try to keep the set as much as you can the way it was. And it will never be the way it was, but keep everything together. And it doesn't matter if one is on a Honda, one is on a Harley, one is on a Yamaha, one is on a Kawasaki or whatever. But respect each other and stop being so competitive. That's taking the shine away from and the fun out of it. It doesn't matter if you do 1 mile a year. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. Ride your ride and enjoy yourself, and keep the tradition safe. Guard it.
There it is. There. And what's the date? And what's the date again for the event, Miss Showtime?
June the 6th.
June the 6th.
June
the 6th in Los Angeles, California. We're gonna stay tuned.
Thank you so much for that.
No problem. You know I love you, Mama, and we're gonna. I definitely want my patch expeditiously. You understand me, Miss Freedom? If you could leave anybody listening with one thing, whether it be life, motorcycling, or whatever, what would it be?
I would say with the motorcycle and the set, I would just say one thing about that is respect the OGs. And as a woman, never let nobody take your confidence away. Always know that you can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. And you ain't always got to be a lady when you're doing it. But always be true to yourself. And I think that's the key to life.
Yeah, just be grown. And see, and that's one of the things I speak on a lot of times too, is that the set is for grown folks. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have an age requirement of 21. You had to be 21 to be on the set. You feel what I'm saying? That's because it's grown folks activity, grown folks doing grown folk thing, and you have to be able to handle it. But we now know that 21 don't mean grown no more. Most of us, or most of them, or shall I say, the new millenniums, not growing up till they 35 and 40. So it is what it is. But that was the whole purpose of being grown. But Miss Showtime, we love you. And what I want to do right now, Miss Showtime, is I really want to say, let me clear my voice. Me. Hold on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my beautiful friend and sister and legend and everything else that it is, and mother, set mother, and everything else that it is. Happy birthday to you. 75 years. 75 years never looked so beautiful, I promise you. And to see you still doing your thing, rocking your vest. I saw your little dance you was doing the other day, moving around in your little video. I saw you, cutting up. But again, that is my pre-birthday song to you, my love for you, and we love you. And again, thank both of you guys. Thank both of you guys for just being who you are.
Oh, Sarah, you sweet. Showtime, I wanted to surprise you for your birthday. And I just want you to know that I'm who I am because of you, as far as this motorcycle thing goes. And you're a beautiful person. You're my confidant.
When you're in trouble, I'm
You're my sister. You're my laughing buddy. You're my. I think I'm more your counselor than you're my counselor, but I just wish you more and more beautiful years. And 70. She calls it 75, not 75. And it just means a lot. You're just an amazing person, and I'm so grateful that I got to, your light shined on me, and it continues to shine on me. And I just want to wish you many more, and you deserve everything great that you get.
Man.
Thank you. Big Phil, I will never.
Take your time.
I will never forget this. This is the best birthday tribute I have ever had, and I will never forget this night. And thank you so much. And give me my champagne.
Well, we at FHO, man, everybody on behalf of every family member of FHO, we love you. We thank both of you guys. And we will be there June 6th. My secretary just almost made it mandatory. So, and my wife, the queen, just made it mandatory. Matter of fact, let me see if I can call her before we get up off of here.
That girl, she's beautiful.
Hey man, that's my wife, man. She is doing her thing. She's at work right now, so she actually couldn't be here. But let me call her real quick. Hold on, see if I can get her. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna close this thing out real quick.
You need the champagne, take the edge off.
Hey, beautiful. I got you on the phone with Miss Showtime and Miss Freedom. Is there anything you want to tell them before we go?
I'm proud of him. I missed Miss Showtime when I was in LA. I don't know. I probably went back to the room at the picnic, but I can't wait to meet her. And hopefully, what was the date in June?
June the 6th. So that means you got 2 back-to-back weekends in June, because we got to be there for the 6th, and we got to be. So I'm gonna probably just ride out and just have, yeah, I see you when you get there, little sugar. You know what I'm talking about? So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because our son graduates the next weekend.
I know, that's what I said. So we got 2. Yeah, we got a son graduating the weekend after that. So I'll probably just be there. But anyway, that's what you wanted to tell them.
Yeah, I'm so proud of him. Just let us know. We ready. Like I said, I miss and happy 75th birthday. 75th. You're looking at no more than 25.
Oh, she giving them a run for their money now. She giving them a run for their money.
She's making it look like she's 25.
and this is let me do this too for you, for Miss Sunshine. I mean for Miss Freedom, and for my mom. I'm gonna call you mom. You guys are welcome here. You guys have a room in our house anytime you come to Atlanta. I promise you. You don't even. All you gotta do is call and say, "Hey, I'm here." We will leave the key somewhere for you to get in. And we got you, and we love you, and trust me, I promise. I'm not just saying that. This is what I'm telling you now. I'm not just saying that. If you come to Atlanta, we got you.
Wow. I went to Atlanta in 2007 and partied with the Kings of the South, and I had a ball.
Yeah, they throw one of the biggest events out this way. So.
That was a beautiful, going to the dealership. It's so green in Atlanta. I love Atlanta. I had a really, really good time partying with the Kings of the South. That's a great club. Great club.
Yeah, so we here, and that's in our invitation, but we're going to let you ladies go enjoy your wine. OG Al, I appreciate you in the background, my camera assistant out there way on the West Coast. Ladies, again, love you.
Love you.
And again, happy birthday. And the Miss Showtime, please, as soon as you get that information, get it to me so we can pump it and get it out there. Hotels and whatever else is needed, dates, times, or whatever. And again, on behalf of every FHO MA member, we love you and we thank you for just being you.
Thank you.
And cheers to all the Fly Lady Riders.
That right there. Cheers to all the Fly Lady Riders. Well, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This show. As always, before I leave, I leave you guys with 5 things always. Love yourself. Put enough love in yourself to have some love for me, Miss Showtime, and Miss Freedom when we call, because sometimes we need to just borrow some of your love. Ride your ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business. And 2020, I tell you guys all the time, we're going to ride for love, and we just going to love to ride, man. So that's what it is, man. It's your boy, Big Cell, FHO, HNIC. Appreciate this live. I hope you guys appreciate it. And I hope you guys can take this back and get something from this, man. So thank everybody, man, for tuning in. Thank everybody for the donations. Thank everybody for what it is, man. And to all my sponsors, Montana Cigar, Eco One, Select Luxury Cars. I love you and I thank you, and I couldn't do this without you. To my girl Cheeks, I want to thank you too for putting in the hard work that you're putting in. For my man DJ Dirty, Dirty Promotions is going down, so you guys, show him some love. And it is what it is, man. We out here, man. So love yourself as black bikers. Continue to do your thing, man. Ride your motorcycle and just live, man. For real. That's what it is, man. See you guys again as soon as I can. I love you. Lord. Shout out to Lost Gypsies Nation, man, over there in Canada doing their thing. I love you, brothers. Tell everybody, man, I send my love, man. And don't forget, if you hear something knocking at the window, a little chip, that's Big Sale. Come on over there, man. Holler at your boy, man. FHO, we gone, man.
God damn. It's Big Sale. What that mouth do besides tell the truth on FHO Podcast Radio.
FHO is a lifestyle, a movement, grown folks' business. Big Sell, you still keeping it 100. Well, keep hitting those asses with the truth on FHO Podcast Radio.